Solve the equation. 1/3 of the quantity 6x plus 15 is equal to 3/2 of the quantity x plus 2 minus 2. Okay, we need to solve for x. Notice x is both located on the left and on the right, and we have a couple fractions to take care of and a couple sets of parentheses. Let's start by clearing the fraction. Notice the fractions have a denominator of 3 and a denominator of 2, so the lowest common denominator would be 3 times 2, or 6. So let's multiply both sides by 6. That's the best way to clear the fractions, or at least one way. Now on the left, 6 times 1/3 is the same as 6 divided by 3, so we get 2 times the quantity 6x plus 15. On the right, we have 6 times 3/2. So at this point, we're just going to write it as 6 times 3/2, then times the quantity x plus 2. So all three of these factors are multiplied together. And this is also a distributive property here. We're multiplying 6 by the first term and then 6 by the second term in brackets. So we have a 6 times negative 2, which could be thought of as minus 6 times 2. Okay? So a little more complicated on the right-hand side. Now, moving on, 6 times 3/2 can be simplified. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 divided by 2 is 9. So we have 9 times the quantity x plus 2. And then we're subtracting off 6 times 2, which is 12. Now the fractions are cleared, and we've gotten to a point where we're just left with a few parentheses. So let's distribute the 2 on the left. So we have 2 times 6x is 12x, plus 2 times 15, which is 30, equals 9 times x, or 9x, plus 9 times 2, which is 18, and then we subtract 12. Okay, so here we are. Now, we need to add the like terms. So 18 minus 12 is 6. That's easy to combine. And now we have two sets of like terms, the 12x and the 9x, which are on opposite sides of the equal sign, and the 30 and the 6, also on opposite sides of the equal sign. So let's do two steps at once here. We can subtract 9x from both sides and subtract 30 from both sides. So we're taking care of business pretty quickly in this step. Now, on the left side, you'll see that we have plus 30 minus 30, so that's going to subtract off as we anticipated. And on the right side, 9x minus 9x, again, as we anticipated, that will subtract off. So we're left with 12x minus 9x equals 3x on the left side, and 6 minus 30 equals negative 24 on the right. So 3x equals negative 24. Dividing both sides by 3, we end up with x equals negative 8. So there's our solution, x equals negative 8. Now, it never hurts to check your work once you've found a solution by back substituting. So let's do that. We have the original equation shown here on the screen, and we're going to substitute in a negative 8 in the two places where there originally was an x. And now we simplify. 6 times negative 8 is negative 48, and negative 8 plus 2 is negative 6. And going from there, looking at the parentheses, negative 48 plus 15 is negative 33. And on the right, we have 3/2 times negative 6. That's 3 times negative 6 is negative 18, divided by 2 is negative 9. And on the left, 1/3 of negative 33 is negative 11. And on the right, negative 9 minus 2 is also negative 11. So the sides match, therefore the solution is x equals negative 8.